Today we're learning about a deadly plane crash in Rosebud County that claimed 2 lives on Tuesday afternoon. Hello and good Wednesday evening, everyone. My name is Ren Wadsworth, filling in for John Martin, and thank you for joining us. Little information is available right now, but here's what we do know. Rosebud County Sheriff Alan Fulton says they were notified about a plane crash on private property Safety Board and the FAA, the Rosebud County DES, and the Sheriff's Office. The sheriff added that the crash did not start a fire, and Fulton also asked the community to keep the affected families in their prayers. Alrighty, a lot to get to this half hour, but here's Chief Meteorologist Tracy Smith right now.
Thank you so much, Ren. Well, throughout much of the day, we have been looking at some pretty pleasant conditions, although we are seeing a little bit more cloud cover starting to track in from the northwest, northeastern Montana, seeing a couple of stronger storms producing at least 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts there out of the Glasgow area, and we're also tracking a couple strikes of lightning. Of course, as we take a closer look at what's going on through the rest of your evening, we're going to be seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies with overnight lows ranging anywhere between the mid-40s to even low 50s. Of course, as we move throughout the rest of your newscast, we're going to have your full look at your weather forecast here in just a bit.
In national news tonight, the day after the National Transportation Safety Board released its preliminary report into the Baltimore Bridge disaster, the chair of the NTSB and other federal officials testified before a House committee on federal response and rebuilding. Karen Kafa has the details.
National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Homendy told a House committee Wednesday that the Baltimore Bridge disaster investigation remains ongoing and is complex.
It is unprecedented to be there that long.
On Tuesday, 7 weeks after a massive cargo ship hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing a collapse that killed 6 construction workers, the NTSB issued its preliminary report. Among the findings, the ship had a pair of catastrophic electrical failures minutes before the crash and experienced 2 blackouts the day prior in port. A final report could take 2 years. Wreckage has clogged the port, a major shipping channel for the sugar and the automotive industry, and Maryland officials estimated 30,000 commuters used the bridge every day.
Usually when you have an impact where you remove a significant piece of infrastructure, traffic seems to level out after a while. That's not happening here in Baltimore to the same extent. And I think it's because of just the criticality of this artery.
Lawmakers eager to know how to avoid future disasters.
You have a bridge that began operations in 1977, and if it was built today, it would be built differently.
Built differently, Homendy said, to accommodate larger vessels traveling with larger container loads. As for a new Baltimore bridge, that will take some time.
Projected schedule right now is for a progressive design build team to be selected this summer and for construction to begin next year and run through 2028.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Meanwhile, back here in the Treasure State, the primary election isn't even over. But the first debate between Senator Jon Tester and his Republican challenger Tim Sheehy has been set. The debate is set for Sunday, June 9th at Anaconda's Fairmont Hot Springs, northeast of Butte. Third-party candidates will be invited if they reach 10% in polls leading up to the debate. The time has not yet been set, and it is not open to the public, but members of the media will be in attendance. In fact, our very own Ben Wyman is a co-moderator of the debate. The debate will be roughly an hour long, recorded live and broadcasted statewide. Since the beginning of the school year, a handful of SD2 students have been working together through the Career Center to build a home in partnership with the Billings Home Builder Association. Currently, they are days away from having their 48th open house for a student-built home. House construction teacher Mark Bolt says We have had an exceptional weather for construction this year, so for the most part, his students are right on track. Bolt says he is always impressed with the progress students make throughout the year, especially when it comes to building a $500,000 home. He adds that the coursework is not just about laying the foundation and putting up walls. The students are getting real-life experience.
When you take 20 students and put them on a job that normally would take 3 or 4 adults to do, they have to be able to work together, help each other out, figure out ways to be the most productive and not get in each other's way. So we're not just teaching construction skills, they're people skills, thinking skills. That's a big thing. We try to push problem solving and critical thinking.
He says right now the students are putting the finishing touches on the home, like painting, electrical, and landscaping, ahead of next Friday's VIP open house, followed by a student open house on Saturday. Mr. Bolt says as soon as the home is complete, it will go on the market, and eventually someone will make this class project their home sweet home. Well, today is a very special day in the Magic City, as over 1,400 athletes have come together for this year's Special Olympics, Summer Games, and Parade of Athletes. Our John Martin is there right now. Now, how goes it on this amazing day, John? We're going to take it to him in just a second.
Hey there, Red Wadsworth. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead, take a sip. This is Rhonda. Rhonda is in charge of literally everything Special Olympics for the entirety of the state. She's been talking a whole lot because there's so much excitement building up to this week, Rhonda. Now that it's here, the game started this morning. Tonight we're going to have the parade of athletes. We've got Cirque du Soleil performers over there. I mean, this is huge, Rhonda.
Yes, it's magic.
Yeah,
our games
right?
theme for 2024 through 2026, our state summer games in Billings, is magic in the city, and the magic is unfolding. Gosh, as you said, today we had competition. This evening we'll have our opening ceremony with the parade of athletes. Tomorrow we'll have more competition, and tomorrow evening at Rocky we'll have a dance carnival.
Oh.
Our MTN Chevy raffle drawing, the 30th year of that.
Okay.
Also, teams will go to dine-out locations around the city tomorrow evening for dinner. And then Friday, more track and field.
Wow.
It's just a lot of happening.
It's been so exciting to see with the athletes. Yes, they're coming here. They're giving their all. If they can't win, they do it brave. But the smiles. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't tell. My hand is still sore from all the high fives and sweaty hugs. I mean, just seeing these athletes out here, what it means to them, and as soon as they're done, they're right back to being best friends with everybody else. It's truly a wonderful event for all of these kiddos.
It absolutely is. Again, hence our games theme, Magic in the City, let the magic unfold. And that's what you see. As a volunteer-driven organization, our volunteers get as much out of it as our participants. We're family-centered. It's wonderful for our families, sponsor-supported. Our sponsors benefit from it as well. We bring communities together when we do Special Olympics, and everyone ends up being a better person. That athlete oath is, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Yes.
Doesn't that make us better people?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's magic.
It truly is magical. As you're looking out here, Connor's been kind of showing you what's going on behind the scenes. The athletes finished their barbecue dinner. They're going to be making their way out here at 6:30. The parade of athletes begin, where we have lights, we have cameras, we have action on the floor. It's going to be a truly remarkable night. I know you still have a lot to do, so we're going to say bon voyage. And then coming up later tonight in our 6:30, we're going to show you some of those highlights from, again, the nearly 1,400 athletes from all corners of the Treasure State right here in Billings this week. Ren?
Alrighty, looks like so much fun is still going on there, John. And it has been amazing weather all day long. You know, summer is almost here, and actually the carnival is coming to the Magic City. Once again, the Rimrock Mall is opening part of its parking lot to the North Star Amusement Park. Or Amusement Carnival, rather. If you've driven down 24th Street, you might have caught a glimpse of some of their eye-catching rides that have been setting up for several weeks. There will also be a wide assortment of food vendors and games to play. The carnival will officially open tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon, and will open at the same time on Friday. During the weekend, it will open a bit earlier at noon on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. North Star Amusement also says the carnival will close each day between 10 at night and midnight.
I always love a good carnival.
I was just going to ask if you liked doing carnivals, going to
when
carnivals.
I was a kid, I used to love riding all the rides, but then as I became more of an adult, every single ride just goes round and round and round. This is also when I realized I'm not going to be an astronaut because the whole thing of going round and round just made me sick and dizzy. But I do love all the carnival games and stuff like that, so I think it's always a good time.
I was going to say, in the opposite direction, I like all of the rides that make me feel like I am an astronaut. The more kind of bouncing up in the air,
Sure.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but I'm glad it's for you.
But, we'll have to see in, a couple years how I feel about it. Might not like it anymore. Alrighty, well, we've got more coming up after the break, so stick around.
Get news and weather anytime on nonstoplocal.com. We're on it.